This introduction is about PPC Masterclass, and PPC stands for pay-per-click marketing. In particular, we're going to be focusing on the Google AdWords program and how you can tap into it. The expert who I'm partnering with on PPC Masterclass has over 100 accounts per month on management, which means he gets access to patterns and sees things that other people just don't see. And with millions of dollars in sales revenue generated each year, you can bet that he knows exactly how this works. But it's not normal. You see, 20% of businesses say they lack the time, the budget, or the knowledge to manage their online website. In fact, half of all businesses in Australia don't even have a website. It is absolutely an unprecedented opportunity for small business owners and for local business consultants to wrap their arms around this. Hi, I'm James Schramko. I have been using Google AdWords for quite some time. In fact, I used to use it in a corporate environment in my Mercedes-Benz job, and then I used it personally. And you can see from my Amex statement from 2009 here that I was racking up a pretty substantial AdWords spend every day. But I was also generating a 6-figure per month income way back then. So this is a couple of years ago, and AdWords was the foundation for my traffic generation, and I really did get to learn a lot about it. In fact, I was at Google, and they were telling me about Google AdWords as well. And I realized just how much the small business owner and the local marketing consultant can gain from having even the most basic understanding of pay-per-click marketing. If you're an internal AdWords account manager, then this sort of stuff is something you would absolutely get your hands around. So why are we actually doing a pay-per-click masterclass? Well, obviously the world is changing, and businesses have realized that online is the way to be. And they're looking for people who can help them fill in that knowledge gap, who can get them results faster. They don't want to wait. And what I did is put together a Silver Circle PPC Masterclass so that I could bring an expert on pay-per-click together with a very small group of students and give them the knowledge that most people only ever dream about. And this is really hands-on in the trenches with an expert, because pay-per-click is flexible, it is scalable, i.e. you can increase your campaigns very quickly when you find a winner. It's measurable, so you know if it's working or not, and it's proven to enhance any other marketing campaign that you're doing. So if you're doing billboards or car signage or SEO, then pay-per-click will actually enhance it. If you have paid advertising combined with a good search engine result, you actually get increased profit. Now, I went and did a search for City Ford in Google Australia, and you can see they have a very good listing for their SEO results, and they're also bidding on it as a paid campaign. Now you can see how much real estate they're taking up at the top of the page, and we do know that if you're at the top of the page, you get a substantial amount of traffic compared to being at the bottom of the page. Now, it's not just Google that say this. There was an article in Search Engine Land saying, should you bid on a keyword if you rank organically for that term? And they had some really good comparisons and stats coming to the conclusion that in pretty much every case they've tested, this is true. Now, imagine if you can go to local businesses, or if you can set up your own paid advertising to take advantage of this extra real estate on top of a great search engine listing. Now, this is Mike Rhodes. He is a real expert. He's connected in pay-per-click arenas. He's been doing it for 7 years. He has an agency specializing exclusively on pay-per-click. That is all Mike does. And he has early access to Google beta things before the rest of the community. He also does some work for charity. Yes, so you know he's a nice guy. Now, I pretty much came about Mike because my pay-per-click knowledge was strong, but his was stronger, and I've started sending him my client work. So I send him client work that he charges good money for every single month. Now, what we're going to do is teach other people how to do pay-per-click at such a high level that you can either do it yourself, or you can set up your own agency and charge clients for pay-per-click services. The other thing that Mike is a specialist at is the amazing phenomenon of remarketing, the invisible email list, the ability to only show ads to people who have been to your website in a way more targeted way than ever before, with no wastage, and it is hot. If you know remarketing, you're set. So this course can absolutely get you in the pole position to be the most valuable person that a business owner could talk to. So you're wondering, is this for you? Well, it will if you're interested in winning, because We can help you beat the yellow pages. We can help you beat the big corporates. We can help you beat any other agency. We can help you get more traffic than just free traffic. Really, the only enemy is ignorance. And if you have high stakes, or if you really want to do well, you can win this game, and that is because it's measurable. If you know the right questions to ask, everything is measurable, and nothing's more measurable than AdWords. Now, how would you not learn? I'll give you a hint. The solution is not buying one ebook about pay-per-click. The other solution is not trying to do it yourself, because I've done that and I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars learning on the job, but it is very expensive compared to the type of masterclass that we're offering here. You're not going to do it by learning from Google themselves, because the interesting thing is they actually have nothing built into their system to tell you when you're doing things wrong, because it probably doesn't hurt them to get a little bit extra for your bidding. You see, we've had clients who have gone from $110 per lead down to $11.50 per lead, or $88 a lead down to $18 per lead. And the truth is, Google really doesn't want you to know how to get the best, cheapest leads. They just want you to join up and get going. I mean, I've got a bunch of vouchers here that I can give away to people because they want to get them on the AdWords system. Mike's had phone calls from people who have tried to run AdWords themselves and then eventually just came and saying, look, please help me. Google have switched off my account. I need help. Now, don't leave it till that point till you come and get help. Get into it early, because pay-per-click is an amazing thing. See, Mike's background was an eMyth consultant, and back then he learned about staff, he learned about finance, he learned about systems, and then the final piece was traffic, and pay-per-click traffic is the one thing that made all the businesses prosper. And here's another thing. According to Richard Stokes, only 3% of advertisers dominate pay-per-click in nearly every industry. Wouldn't you like to be in that 3%? Wouldn't you like to get access to Mike and his amazing results? He's had students go from $20,000 to $3 million. But with most things, there's risk reward. I mean, you check out people like Richard Branson. Yes, they live on an island. Yes, they risked a lot to get there. And yes, they got the rewards to billionaire status. So if you really do want an easier life, or have some extra wealth, or save a bit more money, or become happier in what you do, and try and reduce the amount of pain that you go through as much as possible, then what you need is you need to get our training. And this is what you get. You get 8 recordings. You'll also get access to Mike's templates, mind maps, checklists, and process maps. So that's an 8-week course. The recordings, the templates. Now, 8 weeks saves you time. It also gets you the maximum knowledge in the shortest amount of time possible. And it's going to be the most effective way for you to learn this that I could possibly imagine. Better than a one-day course, better than an ebook. And this is what you'll be learning. This is the whole map. I'm actually going to go through these topics for you, and then you'll see how comprehensive this course is. First one is AdWords. We'll be talking about the key elements and the big picture. Then we go to keywords. You need to know about relevance, research, ad writing, the matrix, and the action steps. Then it's ads and landing pages. Then we go to building a campaign. So you'll learn about editor hacks, bulk building, campaign settings, adding keywords, the ads themselves, and then the starting bids. Now with Quality Score, there's a few things you need to know about that. So we put it all together. Then there's tracking. Once you get the results, you need to know your conversions, Google Analytics basics, and then display network, where you'll get tools, ads, the reason why these things are so effective, and multiple campaign options. Then there's reporting. So you can manage your own reporting, and you can also get good reports for clients. So you can talk about placement, ads, filtering, geo-specific, time-specific. These are all things that are important. Now you can become the expert. This is really what you get. You become an expert. You'll get positioning and leadership. Certainly some of Mike Rhodes' expertise will rub across to you. You'll be trained by him. You'll have associated with him. You'll have his knowledge. Now, if you go and set up a pay-per-click agency, that's great. Maybe it will enhance your local business marketing and you can bring leads to Mike for a revenue share. Who knows? But there's all sorts of options. You can set up pay-per-click marketing for yourself and grow your business faster than anyone could even understand how. So Gavin Waring is very, very complimentary about Mike's results. His new account immediately brought in $50,000 in business the first week and has continued to provide $50,000 to $150,000 every month since, for a total spend of less than $1,500 per week. Wouldn't you like to get results like that? In fact, even the great Perry Marshall, the original definitive guide to AdWords author, was talking about Mike's maps, and he said they're brilliant, really helpful. So let's talk about getting started. If you're watching now, obviously you know if this is for you. You'll also understand some of the basic elements, that once you've made your investment, it's up to you to turn up and to get the most from it.